So, welcome back, everybody. It's been a while since you've seen only this crowd of faces. Well, mostly the crowd of faces. One person is currently here, but missing in action.
Oh, wait, I'm actually here.
Yeah. Unfortunately for you, my face you still have to see, but we do have the rest of the NextGen crew here. OPT Lawyer, Norastra, and Chameleon Ice. For those of you who might not remember what's going on right now, good, because neither do they.
That is not true, sir.
But basically, for character quick summaries, we have got the Nova, Gianna Robinson, aka Gigi, being played by Chameleon Ice. We have got the Legacy, Drake Dragone, aka Kaiser, being played by Norastra. And traditionally, we would have Alex Stanton, the Janus, aka Red Dragon, being played by OPT Lawyer. But there's a storyline going on with that. So instead, we have got Charlie Alexander, the Innocent, being played by OPT Lawyer.
As we learned last time, Charlie Alexander Cassidy.
Right. Who, in this day and age, goes by Chase.
Yes.
Yeah, so last time, y'all discovered that. That was kind of really the big thing. It was sort of recovering after going into the Dragon Realm, getting the Dragon's Tear, saving Gianna from the myriad of curses that was going on with her.
I'm all better now!
Yay!
Yay!
I'm not scarred by this in any way, shape, or form. Oh.
This is gonna be in my nightmares.
I mean, really, what isn't, though?
Point.
And the
To be fair, the Chibicabre's still in my nightmares.
He's in my hair, though.
That's true.
No, he's not. Your hair is missing.
No, Gianna's hair.
Right.
I still have hair.
Yes, you do.
So, at the end of the last session, the crew was in the arcade doing a little DDR. And were confronted by one Chase Alexander. The connection was made that Chase and Charlie are in fact the same person, but not really, but yes they are, because time travel shenanigans, right? Am I right?
You're right.
And he asked the group to come with him and meet at his office, and that's where we left off. So, on the cover, we see Charlie, Drake, and Gigi facing off against the shadow of some mysterious form. It's a weird hybrid. It looks like it's partially human, partially lycanthropic, partially dragonic. It's not really sure. It's almost like it's a manifestation of people's nightmares. And behind them, and if all you see is shadows, because behind them the entire scene is silhouetted in moonlight. This is basically Chronicles Presents NextGen issue 14, Shrouded by Moonlight.
Yay.
Yeah. So we turn the page and open the book, and we're basically going to be picking up right where we left off. And I know that there was a couple of things that wanted to be done, so y'all are leaving the arcade, and take it away.
Well, if I may, before we get to that comic panel, can we do a little bit of backstory now, since we know who Charlie is, real quick?
Your call.
So the first few panels would be that what's that color? You know, the old timey
Sepia tones.
There you go, sepia tones. Right.
Sepia tones.
So what you see is that scene where where Alex and Gigi are at the park, and Red Dragon is about punching Chase Cassidy in the face. Well, you see that scene, but what you see is Charlie in suit standing off to the side, kind of seeing this. And then the next panel, you've got Charlie watching a television that's in a storefront someplace, and seeing the news feed of Drake slamming into the pool, and he's just got his head like this. And you can kind of see like more scenes like this. Like you see even Chase and Gigi and Red Dragon at the carnival. They're doing their little thing as Charlie's in the back watching, and it's very clear that he's been watching Cassidy this whole time. The first place we end up after the arcade, because Charlie needs to make a stop.
Yeah, because if I recall correctly, didn't his outfit get a little tattered?
No. He bought a new one on the way to the arcade.
Right. Okay.
Yes, but that is actually the reason why we need to go to his hotel room, the one he's currently in. This hotel room is, it's one of those kind of business suite kind of things, where you've got the separated bedroom, the double door kind of thing and whatnot. Well,
Yeah.
Charlie's on that side of it, while Gigi, Drake, and Hunter, I believe, was with us, are in the main area, unless Hunter didn't come with. And the first thing you see is the bubble with Charlie, yelling through the door. Look, guys, I'm sorry I didn't say who I was before, but I kind of figured either you wouldn't believe me or you wouldn't have trusted me if I just said, oh, I'm Chase Cassidy from 1996.
Hunter leans over to Gianna.
Huh?
What's 1996?
It's a really, really long time ago.
You did miss a third option there.
He's old.
Yeah.
Oh,
Charlie, do you
Yeah.
need help with operating anything like
No, I'm changing.
hair dryers or remote controls?
Miss
Or a
Ro-
light switch?
Miss Robertson, those existed in 93?
93? You said 96!
6, whatever it was. Sorry.
I don't trust you.
Hold on.
He's getting senile in his old age.
Yeah.
It's
I
okay.
know, right? Did they have electricity back then?
Don't be
Yes!
silly. They had electricity. They had to crank it.
Oh, that's right!
So Charlie steps out of the bedroom, and right now what he's changed into, because if you remember, at the arcade, as Chase was leaving, he looked at Charlie and said, stick with black. Well, Charlie is now dressed in a full, solid red suit.
One that would make BCC Prime Thomas Casey proud.
Yes! He bought he kind of straightens his shirt up. It's like he's got a nice red tie with a gray shirt and whatnot in the back, and he's like, I bought this for this very occasion. Let's go meet
It's from
myself.
the KC collection. It's
No, I know, apparently I am obsessed with red. So I'm going to go meet myself now. Shall we?
you still haven't answered one really important question.
Yes?
How'd you get here in the first place?
Kind of looks up, said, well, there was this lady, she said something about making sure I was on the right path to my destiny, and then I'm kind of here. It's a little Swiss cheese brain thing up here. I'm not really sure I remember much of it.
Drake,
Yes.
you said there was a third option he could have told us. What's the third option? I like
He could've-
options.
Punched him in the face.
Who? Charlie or Chase?
Well, it
Yes.
would have been the same person at that point.
Right.
So wait, so the question is, if we punch him in the face, does Chase feel it?
I don't think it works that way.
Kind of want to test this theory now.
I do too.
I actually wonder if it's like that movie, where because he's here and he's changing things, he made a new reality. So, whatever happens here doesn't actually affect the timeline he came from. They're just two different realities. I don't know.
Wait.
It made more
isn't
sense in the movie.
Isn't it the movie about the bug? Is it the bug name or something?
The bug name.
Yeah, the
fly?
butterfly effect.
Oh, butterfly. Yes, right.
That one.
If a Drake flutters his wings.
Yeah, but, I mean, I don't know what a butterfly or a bug has to do with the time travel.
But I mean, I thought that meeting yourself from the past was supposed to create a time conundrum or
Yeah,
time
I mean,
Paradox?
paradox. Right. That's
I have watched Back to the Future.
I don't think it works like that.
wait. So hold on. You've watched Back to the Future.
Yes.
It's an old movie.
85.
Did you watch it in color?
Yes. Are we going now?
Oh, so you watched it here then?
No. You guys are thinking back in the 60s. Let's go.
probably. Are you sure you're doing the right thing if you can't remember things very well? Like, how do you know what you're supposed to do?
She wasn't very specific on that, but when the first thing I got here is I saw myself, so I kind of figured I should follow myself. And then I've seen what I've been doing, and I'm sure I'm here to stop myself from becoming that.
Anyone else's head hurt?
But if you're already that, how can you stop yourself from...
Yeah, how do you affect
I'm
what
done.
you were?
That's pretty easy. I just don't become him.
So already, don't you not want to?
I don't want to. So that should...
So, what happens to him?
You know, I'm not really sure, and I kinda don't care.
My head really hurts.
He pats
affect-
Hunter on the head.
But that would affect our timeline. So we kind of do care.
That's actually very true.
Look, she didn't say anything that this was going to screw up any timelines. I kind of get the feeling she would have said something if it was a thing. So look, I'm pretty sure that nothing's going to happen to you if I just don't become him.
As you're talking about this and the way you're talking about it, the three of you notice that as much as he's trying to, Hunter has this look on his face like everything else you've said, he sort of had this look on his face like, what the hell is going on? What the heck are you talking about? Every time you bring up her or that lady and the way she talks, the look on his face changes a little bit, like he may actually understand more of what you're saying.
Is this noticeable then?
If you're paying attention,
Yes,
it's
what she is.
He's 13. Hunter doesn't.
Right.
Hunter wears his emotions broadly,
does.
as you've all seen.
Mr. Bartlow, do you know something about any of this?
Gianna nudges Hunter. Is everything okay?
I mean, I don't think that if what he says is true and he's here for a reason, I don't think it will affect us. It shouldn't, because I don't think that's how it all works.
You know about this kind of stuff.
It's not that I know about it. This is not the first time I've heard a story like this.
Where else did you hear it?
Yeah, where's that? Where'd you hear this from?
Well, it's he looks at Charlie. I really shouldn't say anything.
I really shouldn't have said anything either, but I did.
No, not about that. About where I heard it from.
Why not?
Because it's not my secret to tell.
Well, then don't tell us who it's about. But
that's the thing is you'll figure it out anyway. And
okay, look, Mr. Bartlow, Hunter, it's okay. One, I am not here to ruin anyone's life, and these are your friends. If you don't trust them with this kind of information, I guess I don't know what else to tell you on that one. But I can assure you I'm not here to do anything other than make myself right.
Roll to provoke.
That is a really good idea.
Oh yeah, we have character sheets.
Oh yeah, we have moves stuff we can do in
Right, game mechanics, yes! I remember these! Hey!
Alrighty, on a 7, because it's a PC to PC interaction, you get to choose either the carrot or the stick. If they do it, they add a team to the pool. If they don't do it, they mark a condition. So if he tells you the story, add a team to the pool. You can choose to either have him, if he tells you the story, add a team to the pool, or if he doesn't tell you the story, mark a condition. Your choice.
Mark condition.
All right, so the stick, if he doesn't tell the story.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what Charlie would be like.
Yup. It's just that He looks up at Charlie. You can't tell anyone, okay?
I won't.
Anyone.
Not a soul.
Promise.
I promise.
So, I've heard this story before from my brother about this woman showing up, and I didn't pay a lot of attention because, I mean, why would I? But it's you said paths and fate and destiny, and he says those words a lot, and she's the one who gave him his powers, and he kept saying that it wasn't her job to interfere in things or to make things worse. So whatever she's doing, or I just don't think that it would affect us here. I don't.
That's exactly what she told me. I remember that now.
Yeah, apparently he said she was some weird lady dressed up in like blue cloak or a robe or something.
Vanessa.
What?
Oh, no, no, it was
Vanessa. No.
no,
Vanessa. No, I don't remember. I know it's there.
Yeah, Charlie speaks Latin, right?
Yes.
Oh, he wouldn't, because it's technically not a Latin word. Forget what it actually.
Oh, okay. So you do know. Good.
I'm doing this on
I know the
purpose.
name.
Yeah, I'm doing this on
Yes,
purpose.
yeah, I know the name. Yeah, I know they asked. All right, it's Cambodian in nature. That's what it was.
Ooh.
I knew that. I knew the etymology of the name. Like, it's some weird thing. Like, it reminded me of a car. Like, Venza.
Okay, I actually didn't hear how you pronounced that.
Vayasna.
Vayasna, I think.
Yes, peel back the curtain. Vayasna.
Right.
It's a Cambodian word meaning fate or destiny.
Ooh.
for those who've done Bay City Comics, you will recognize her.
Yep. So Charlie said,
Yeah. Totally.
Vayasna. That was it.
That's the name.
That's her. Okay, so she's
Yeah,
real.
that's
She is
right.
real. Yeah, he is real. She is real then.
Unless it's a really, really good illusion.
Or I've been in a very, very long coma. Anyway, we should probably...
You say that Hunter walks over to you and pinches your cheek?
Just... Ow.
Well, you're not asleep because that hurt.
So have a lot of other things.
Never mind, Hunter.
What?
Never mind.
What, Drake?
Let's go.
Yes.
I think you just want an excuse to pinch him.
Me.
I mean, it could have been worse. I could have looked for an excuse to punch him.
Oh, you wouldn't do that, and you know it. Let's go.
Alright.
Hunter leans up. You totally would, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah.
God, I don't like him. He was everybody back in the 90s such a big jerk?
He smells funny too.
So as they're walking up, and Hunter like is running fast and tried to like squeeze to get the front of the line, and as he stopped, rushes by Charlie on like one of the flat panels. You just hear a big as he walks by.
So,
Smell you later, dweeb.
So as we're walking out, and like Charlie kind of slows down a bit and gets next to Drake and says, "That's the hotel fabric softener, by the way. Sound waves, I can hear pretty well. Just FYI."
Yeah, I can tell you it's not.
Yeah, it is.
I just thought you wore cologne.
I do, actually.
Dragons can smell things.
Mhm.
Yeah, when you get to the bottom of the stairs, you see Hunter just sitting there, like, rubbing his nose, like, ah.
I mean, I did just pull this out of, the new suit bag, so...
No. Did you, like, take a bath in Hilfiger or something? Oh! Ah! 2 sprays, man! 2 sprays!
I mean, it's really not on my... I guess it kind of is on my dime now, isn't it?
Just 2. Like, I don't know a lot of the 90s, but I do remember, like, there was a talk show host who always used to say something about 40 dabs of cologne or something. You don't need to do that! 2 sprays! 2 sprays! And he's, like, still rubbing his nose the entire time.
I think it stops doing dabs after 40.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, you just pulled the bottle on you.
I mean, let's not open liquids, because we all know what happens when there's puddles around you, Drake. You following them?
Hunter?
Yes?
Shut up.
I missed this.
Charlie just walks off. He's like, I'm going. You guys are coming with me or not?
Well, Gio's definitely following, because,
Yes.
kind of curious.
Hunter is too.
Drake's walking behind Hunter.
Wait a second, do we even know where Mr. Cassidy's office is?
I mean, I would believe the news station. Actually, yes, I do. I know exactly where he is.
Okay.
I've been following him for a bit.
Right, that makes sense.
So, you guys are walking for a couple of blocks, heading towards the news station, or wherever the hell Charlie is leading you.
It would be the news station. I mean,
yeah.
Makes sense.
So, you round the corner to the last sort of block before you get to the news station, the front door of the news station. And you see around, Charlie makes it, Gigi makes it, Hunter makes it. And before you can get there, Drake, as you turn the corner, you are met square with a fist right in your nose. Please mark a condition for me. And you guys hear this, and then you just hear from the person punching, "You son of a..."
Charlie turns around.
Huh?
What just
And
happened?
if you 3 turn around, you see standing there in front of Drake a young man about Drake's age. It almost sort of looks like North African. I'm just going to say Egyptian is the race. He looks like he's Egyptian. So the black hair, the tan skin, and he's just standing there like he's shaking his hand a little bit because he did just kind of punch a Dragon Legacy in the nose. He goes, "So this is how it is? You find one little piece of shiny armor on the street, and then you abandon everything else? Is that what this is going to be? You got a lot of nerve showing yourself back around these parts." What do you do?
Charlie just folds his arms and just taps his foot and watches for now.
Well, Gio doesn't want to interrupt either, because this feels like something Drake...
Well, personal.
So Drake's just kind of holding his nose right now. Badger, how are you doing today? I'd recognize that hook anywhere.
Just spits on the ground. How do you think I'm doing? You find something shiny and you leave, and you leave the rest of us to.
Well, your right hook's gotten a little better than it used to be. That actually kind of hurt a bit. Normally it just tickles.
Pretty sure you're just losing your touch. All this armor and food and a bed is making you soft.
So with that, Drake just kind of one inch punches him right in the chest.
Just boosh. What are you trying to do specifically?
Oh, just trying to get him back for punching me in the nose.
Okay. Yeah, in that case, you punch. Not a big. He just sort of You punch him, he just sort of stagger back. You got a lot of balls showing yourself back here. What the hell are you doing?
Trying to stop the world from going into chaos.
You, please, you are trying to. You were chaos. You are chaos.
Nah, Drake's a hero. And for your information, he sleeps on stairs, not on a bed.
That was one time, Giada.
Charlie just kind of like puts his head in, like, oh my god.
Oh, hold on. He looks. I see some things never do change, Drake. You finally get off the streets, get a place to call your own, and you still can't help but have your own little group of irregulars, can you? You just have to have the fans, don't you? Little minions to do your bidding and go off wherever they need to go.
They kind of do whatever they want, to be honest. They're not really fans. And in fact, they follow me around just because I do stupid shit like fall into
a pool, a sewer. We've all seen all the footage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm aware.
It's actually really fascinating.
You do fall a lot.
He really does fall a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Shut up, Hunter.
How come the rest of them can say it just fine, but I get told to shut up? And then Badru looks, he's right, you really should shut up.
I think you should too.
I'm sorry, I don't know who the hell you are, but the adults are talking.
Yeah, I don't know who the hell you are either. I think I'm older than you.
He is from the 90s.
Very much so.
Yeah, you hear Hunter. Yeah, he's like super old.
He saw Back to the Future when it was new.
Gianna,
in black and white and everything.
Okay.
Hunter.
I watched it on VHS. Not when it was new.
What's that?
Exactly.
Okay.
I missed the Betamax push, though.
That doesn't give you a right to bully us on the streets. What you're doing is extremely rude.
No, this is average for him. He hasn't gotten rude yet.
Listen, little missy. I wasn't talking to you or your little chirpy friend there, or whatever the hell you are, points to Charlie. I was simply having a conversation with him. The three of you decided you wanted to interject.
You punched him in the nose.
He deserved it.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, I probably did.
Yeah, I was going to say, notwithstanding, you are interrupting something we are doing.
I'm not interrupting what you are doing at all. I'm trying to have a conversation here.
I don't care about your conversation. We were leaving.
You can go.
With Drake.
We're not done.
You are done.
He just sort of looks. If you think I'm taking orders from a stuck-up, prissy little prat in a Christmas red suit, you've got another thing coming.
So he's going to snap his fingers.
Yeah. Dude, that was a mistake.
So he's going to snap his fingers and send like a little sonic shot just right to his ears.
Roll to unleash your powers.
This is probably going to go bad, but I don't care. That's what I thought.
Oh.
So, mark potential. So you snap your fingers. And the problem is, yes, you're trying to send the concentrated shot at his ears. The problem is, emotions are running a little high here.
Slightly.
So you snap your fingers. And instead of sending a concentrated shot at his ears, you send a concentrated sonic boom out in a 360, shattering all the windows in the area.
It's like, I'm like, I'm still not used to that.
And at this point, Badru just looks and goes, and on that, I'm out. And he just books it down an alley.
Well, at least I got rid of him.
And at this point, there are a bunch of people who were in the buildings coming out to investigate what the hell just happened.
We should probably leave.
Oh yeah, well thankfully, like, there's not any sign that was actually me. So let's go.
Huh?
Looks at his hands like, I really still gotta get used to that.
Yeah, and there's just people like running around. And what are you doing? Because there's people like coming around trying to figure out what's going on. And they're expecting to see some sort of superhero conundrum thing. So they're a little shocked that nothing is happening. So what are you guys doing? They're just sort of looking around like, what are you doing?
Is there a puddle of water nearby?
No.
Has it rained lately?
No.
Charlie's gonna look, like, as he passes by someone and goes, oh yeah, some guy just kind of like slammed in the ground, some superhero just slammed in the ground and just flew off that way real quick. It's kind of like the Flash. It was just like, boom. Must have been fighting something, I don't know.
Roll to provoke.
Okay. Nope.
Wow.
We can't even help you with it.
Nope.
Nope.
You can't.
I rolled the same thing twice.
Indeed.
3 and a 1, yeah.
That's okay, that gives me an advance though.
Ooh, yay, advance. Advances are fun. So you say this, and you say it must have been someone who was there and gone a flash and all that, and you just hear someone, it's that paranoid guy. Let's get him.
What?
And they all start gathering. And congratulations, you've just sent a mob at Eric.
Oh god.
Eric.
Oh
You know
god.
Eric.
Yeah, Eric. Yes.
Eric.
Oh, dear.
You remember Eric?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Because he's the local conspiracy theorist, and they're all 100% convinced that it was him.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
And you can see them gathering, like they are gathering into like a mob. Like, we know where he is. So like all the women are sort of staying back, and all the men, and even some of the women, you can see them like there's baseball bats and brass knucks. You're not sure where the brass knucks come, but there's a good mob of like 30 to 40 people who are now going to be descending on the warehouse district to go after poor Eric. You don't know who Eric is, but
Charlie, do something.
I have an idea.
I think I tried to do something and that happened. I really don't think it'd be a good idea for me to try anything else.
Then you get their attention again?
Snap.
what are you trying to do?
Just make a loud noise.
I mean, you make a loud noise.
Yeah.
Oh, like the sonic boom type loud noise?
Loud enough that the people are going to like pause and look behind us.
So they stop and they spin.
Yeah.
I have an announcement for y'all. Twitch TV star Apollo is in the convention center down the street.
How did Apollo get here? I don't know, but you know what? Whatever.
I love it anyway.
The cities can be in the same country.
He's on a tour.
Okay, so that is a 7. All right, for NPCs on a 10+, they rise to the bait and do what you want. On a 7-9, they can instead choose one. They stumble, you take +1 forward against them. They err, you gain a critical opportunity, or they overreact, gain influence over them.
Oh, they overreact.
Oh, they 100% are overreact. So, go ahead and just generically take influence over the public of the news district.
Okay, done.
And you just hear at this point, the parents, the adults, aren't necessarily excited. But the kids hear this, and there's just a throng of kids just like, come on, we gotta go see. And they're just like pulling and pulling and pulling. And at this point, you look around and you just see Hunter is on his phone. And you just hear, yeah, make it fast, you're gonna need something. Just click.
We should go now.
We should probably go.
We should have probably gone before, but yes, let's
What?
go.
Didn't want that person. Yeah, let's go.
We're not done with him. I know that.
Oh, yeah, he made that kind of clear. Who was that guy, anyway?
Sorry if we interrupted you.
I don't think he minded.
No, I don't mind at all. He was part of the group of straight thugs, more or less. The hierarchy of what did I call it, D?
I don't even remember.
The part of the middle management of Street Rats.
Yes.
He and I were about even on the Street Rat scale.
So you were friends when you weren't when you were homeless.
Friends isn't quite the word I would use. We were kind of rivals in the same Street Rat organization. We were, as a Street Rat, you're kind of, your equals are you're also rivals because you're trying to get better than everyone else.
Right.
So yeah, I thrashed him on a daily basis. He doesn't like me. And he's been working on his right hook a bit. It's not broken, but it hurts.
A little blood dribbles down.
Oh. Hopefully everything goes all right with him. But yeah, that wasn't right for him to say those awful things about you. You know they're not true, right?
But most of them are.
Tried to comfort and support?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Not sure if it'll work or not, but might as well. But no, you're a real hero, Drake.
Alrighty, so comfort and support. Alright, so on a 7 to 9, they hear you. They mark a condition. They mark potential, clear a condition, or shift labels if they open up to you.
Ooh, it's a choice.
So Drake's gonna remove a condition here. He's gonna open up. Like, but I'm not the hero. I was a street rat. I did a lot of horrible things trying to survive on the city streets. And so angry is now being unmarked from getting punched in the nose.
Charlie walks up to you and says, "Nothing bad when you're trying to survive, man. That's what you do with it is the thing, and you're clearly saving lives."
Yeah, but I didn't have to do what I did to survive.
Yeah.
That's why you can do good things now.
Maybe you didn't know that back then. Or maybe you did. Whichever. It's what you are now. Come on.
Let's go. Before Hunter goes and tries to see the cat that's not there. Drake's quickly checking his phone to see what Apollo's schedule actually is.
Well, no. You start checking the phone. And surprisingly enough, you start seeing people taking pictures with what appears to be a black cat that looks from Apollo. And then you see Hunter with a big smile on his face.
Hunter,
Yes.
please tell me that's not a fake black cat.
Define fake.
Let's go.
Yes.
So I assume you guys are heading into the news station?
Yep.
Indeed.
Yeah.
All right. So you walk in, and there is a charming older woman sitting at the front desk. Charlie, since you have been following yourself, you would at least know the names of people on the first floor. So what's the secretary's name?
Old lady, you said, right?
Older woman, yeah.
Betsy.
Betsy. Right? So, just, yes, I was told to be expecting you. Please head right on up to the third floor, and you'll find Mr. Cassidy's office up there.
Thank you, Betsy.
Thank you.
So, Chase is gonna lead the way up the stairs, or up to the elevators or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's closer.
I mean, the elevator's right there in front.
Okay, gotcha. So, we got elevator.
For the record, when I say office, like, I know this is we're talking like TV news, but this is TV news and newspaper. So picture Daily Planet.
Ooh,
Okay,
nice.
like that's how big this is. Obviously, the newspaper's on the higher floors because you're doing production stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
This is a busy place then.
Oh, in and out constantly.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Although you do see a hustle of a hubbub of reporters now rushing off towards what appears to be the convention center.
Right. Mm-hmm. I wonder what the big story is.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean,
No idea, man.
I think it's a. Oh wait.
I just hope someone remembered to call animal control.
That's not the story I was thinking it was going to be, but yes.
Yeah, like the entire time, the smile on Hunter's face is ridiculously huge.
Waits patiently for the elevator to open up, and once it does, it just kind of casually strolls in.
Yep. So y'all get in. So
all right. As we're going up, hold on, Charlie looks at everyone and says, "Okay, guys, I don't know what I'm going to do, and I mean him, not me. But don't trust him."
Well,
don't trust you. Got it.
I don't think he's dangerous. Mr. Cassidy's never attacked us.
I mean, he's only set up bombs to, blow drugs that would kill people in a carnival. And
Oh wait, that's right. That was his fault.
yes,
I got sick because of him.
Yes, you did.
Oh, it kind of makes me angry.
Good. Keep that in mind.
Would you like to mark the angry condition?
Oh, do I have it marked? I do. I already have it.
Then don't worry about it. I do want to remind.
Already angry.
I would like to remind you that technically, all you know is that Mr. Cassidy was at the carnival and knew about the bomb.
Which is
For
why.
all you know, it was set up by stage fright.
Well,
That's right.
but Charlie's assuming that Cassidy did
Correct.
it. I'm just saying. I don't know if it's true. I'm just saying Charlie's assuming.
I'm just
that.
reminding about the everything else in
Yeah.
there because that was.
No, that is right, though. Gianna would actually think it was stage fright. Yeah, no, that was Mr. Stage Fright's fault.
Oh, I don't think so.
Because he was the reason you got sick both times.
Yes! So she's double angry at stage fright.
Right.
Yeah.
But I get what you mean. He is.
I'm sure he had something to do with it. There's no reason for him to act the way he did.
Right. Ah,
Doors open.
That's why. Kind of.
It's your standard office setup, but it's quite clear to see where Chase Cassidy's office.
Oh, yeah.
It's the one with the door
Mm-hmm.
that says Cassidy.
Right.
lucky him.
So,
Kind
kind
so
of
tacky.
walk up and give a knock on the door.
You get no response.
I just open it.
The room is dark.
Is there a light switch?
Probably.
Because if so, a Gianna would natively try to flip the light switch. That's what you do in dark rooms.
You flip the light switch.
Sweet.
The light turns on.
Okay.
The room is empty.
Oh, he's not here yet.
It's your pretty standard office. Like if you've seen, if you've seen Supergirl, the office that Calista Flockhart had.
Mhm.
Basically, it's your typical editor's office.
So Charlie's
Okay, so
immediately
he's not
going to
here
start
yet.
looking around.
So we should probably wait here for... Oh.
And he's looking at...
We should probably wait here. Just shuffle.
Oh, and he's looking at any pictures in the office at all.
There are no pictures in the office.
He sees that and kind of frowns. It's like, not even one of Mom. It was the only one I actually liked.
Side note, Gianna's know enough kids and hung around enough that she's the lookout right now.
She's the lookout. No, yeah, you go to set up for it.
What'd
What
you
was
say?
that?
I said, you go to set up to be the lookout, and Hunter's already doing it.
Okay, good.
It's like, he's not sure what's going on there, but you three have powers. He don't.
Oh,
Sure.
oh, Charlie. Charlie
he has
just
boomerang.
Charlie just goes and sits in Cassidy's chair.
So, what pictures were you looking for?
Oh, I was looking to see if he had any of our family. You know.
How do you sit in the chair?
Oh, back, like, you know, put feet up on the desk kind of thing, you know.
Okay. As you lean back and put your feet on the desk, you trigger something.
Ooh, is there a special move for this?
No, there's no special move for this. You trigger something. And Gianna, since you're standing right next to him, you'll see this.
Mm-hmm.
But you see the floor open behind the chair, and the chair just keeps tipping and tips you out of it into the hole.
Ah!
What do you do?
What does who do?
You.
Me?
'Cause
Okay.
you're the one falling down a hole now.
Right. Okay. So I've got sonic power, like sonic wave powers. Is there any way I can use that to try to like bounce like out of the hole before I fall into it?
There is a way you could use your sonic powers to do that.
Perfect.
There absolutely is a way to do that.
That's kind of
However,
loud.
as the GM, it is not my job to explain to you how.
No, that's fine. I'm going to basically create a somewhat localized sonic boom, but not like that powerful, but just like kind of use sound waves to like compress air and push himself upwards.
Where are you aiming it?
Oh, down the hole.
Okay. And that would be the correct way to do it.
Yes.
To quote-unquote scream down the hole.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead and roll to unleash your powers.
Well, this has gone so well so far today.
All
Hey!
right, on a hit, you do it. Either mark a condition.
Oh, it can be
Temporary
you can
or
be
unstable.
temporary. You can be temporary or unstable.
Okay. So this thing falls. And the weird thing is you're falling headfirst backwards.
Mhm.
So you have to tip your head back and scream down the hole. So you come flying up feet first.
Mhm.
Before you come flying up feet first, though, what is everybody else doing as this starts?
Well, it's happening so quickly. Gianna's going to be looking down the hole like after Charlie.
Okay,
So,
that's what I wanted to hear.
I know.
So you're not expecting this. So he screams and he comes screaming up. And unfortunately for poor Gianna, she gets heel kicked right in the chin.
Ooh.
I would like you to take a powerful blow, and that is the unstable.
I'm going to lose my glasses like this.
As you just get boo. Hey, that's not bad.
That's not bad.
All right, on a 7 to 9, choose one. You lash out verbally, provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition. You give ground, your opposition gets an opportunity, or you struggle past the pain. Mark 2 condition. And just because you don't see any opposition doesn't mean there isn't a
Okay.
viable choice.
So I can still do okay. Because, I mean, it makes sense for her to, like, lose her glasses that way, so it's like an opportunity. And
Yeah.
because those things are huge, you know she can't see a thing when they're gone.
Yep, we're going full Velma here, right?
Yeah, sure.
So basically,
If you start saying jinkies, I'm out.
You don't know me very well.
So Charlie comes screaming, literally out of this hole, and just pops Gianna right in the chin. The force is so much, she goes flying. She lands against the wall, but her glasses are on the other side of the room. I mean, first things first, Drake, you just saw this happen. What do you do?
Drake's just stunned at this point. He's just kind of sitting here like, first off, the guy has a lair, so he's evil. 2, there's probably a pit of water down at the bottom that he's not jumping down. 3, he's laughing at Giada a little bit.
Yeah.
Cat is laughing at this whole situation unfold for once it's not him.
Right.
So, Gianna, I assume you're attempting to crawl around and look for your glasses.
Yeah, because as soon as they're across, like, oh, I need to find those.
So Charlie lands probably on his backside. He's like, oh, ow. And he looks over and says, oh, Mr. Robinson, I'm so sorry about that. Here, I got your glasses over here.
So,
Oh, thanks, Charlie. She stands up.
Hold on.
Okay.
Don't move.
You're crawling around,
Oh,
and
no.
he says, "Here, I have your glasses." So you feel what appears to be a shoe.
Okay, and what is it really?
Well, no, it's shoe. It's definitely a
Okay,
shoe.
good.
And you feel up. There's a leg.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know where
Oh,
this is
thank
going.
you, Charlie.
You think,
I can
well,
feel your suit. It's nice.
yeah. And as you climb up, you realize that there's a lot more leg than belong to Charlie.
You're a lot taller than I remember.
And the next thing you know,
You're
feel
Chase Cassidy, aren't you?
you feel something sharp, not poking you like hard, but definitely something cold and sharp up against the side of you.
Oh. You're not Charlie, are you?
And now that you guys are done laughing, you will see there. Well, I will show you what you see there if I hit the right button. Holding with a weapon of some bladed weapon of some sort up against Gianna is this fine gentleman.
Looks like a DBZ character.
Technically, it's art from a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Oh.
And you are...
That is none of your damn business.
You have a weapon pointed at my friend's neck. I'm afraid it is my business.
You're not Mr. Cassidy.
He's not Mr. Cassidy. Hey!
You are correct. I am not Mr. Cassidy.
Is he disguising his voice at all?
Yes. You can roll to pierce the mask, though. You specifically can roll to pierce the mask.
I've actually never done that, so I'm
It's
going
fun.
to roll to pierce the mask for a change.
Yay! Oh,
Nope.
well, yeah.
Nope.
That didn't work.
Yeah. So he just looks and goes, as I said, my name is none of your business. Why I'm here might be.
Well, Mr. None of Your Business, we're not looking for you.
I actually have a thing I'd like to try to do.
Hold on, I gotta finish resolving the
Go for it.
hard move from him. He goes, however, I was waiting for you. So, this is going to be very simple. As much as I don't like having to do what I'm doing here, it's going to happen. So, somebody will be with you shortly. And just to ensure that you listen, Miss Gigi and I will be taking a trip. And he jumps down the hole with you.
Ah! Do I still have my glasses? Oh no, I don't have my glasses still.
I couldn't get into her in time.
Oh, this is like my worst nightmare.
Yep. So we will get to that in a minute. Charlie, Drake, and Hunter. I have to throw Hunter in. You just saw black bikini armor clad guy jump down a hole with Gigi with a. And he said someone will be with you shortly. What do you do?
Hunter, or Drake's immediately going to kind of look at Hunter. You were on lookout. What did you do?
He wasn't.
Grab the glasses.
He didn't come in from
and
outside.
Jump down the hole.
Okay.
Drake's going to grab the glasses and jump down the hole.
Careful! Maybe.
So it's
not. Whatever. Bye.
So now it's just Hunter and Charlie in the office. And at this point,
Well, Drake's already let one bad thing happen to Gigi, so he's not.
Right.
doing another
nope,
thing.
that's fine. So at this point,
By the way, did we have a chance to give him the glasses before he did
I
that?
just grabbed the glasses.
Okay. Because Charlie had them, but yeah, go.
Yeah, he said grab the glasses. So at this point, not coming through the door because why would we can just effect.
What'd you say?
Said why would we bother going through the door? Walk through
Walk through the what?
the wall.
Okay.
The wall.
This
Oh.
woman walks through the wall.
It's a busy news station.
Hello? You're also not the person we were looking for.
No. But you specifically, person.
Oh. Why is everybody looking for me?
Because it's fascinating. Two people exist in the same time that shouldn't.
I mean, I could see your point on that, actually, because
And-
it's still fascinating to me, to be quite honest with you.
And the things that you can do when that is incredible. So I'm here because I have things in motion, and you are a key cog in that machine.
It'd be really interesting considering I only been here for like a month or two.
Just because you've been here doesn't mean the stars don't know where you're going to be.
Oh. Sorry, dear, I make my own destiny.
Oh. Aren't you adorable? Falling hook, line, and sinker into that act.
It's not an act, that's what I'm here for.
Now that you take a closer look, the color of the robes is wrong, but the design is right.
Who are you?
Who am I? Or who do you want me to be?
I don't want you to be anybody. I'm asking who you are.
That is a complicated question. But if you're looking for something to call me, might I suggest Lady Luna?
Miss Luna? Where is Chase Cassidy?
Standing right in front of me.
Okay, where's the older Chase Cassidy?
He served the purpose he needed to serve. He's being reconditioned.
What?
You heard me. He's being reconditioned.
Doesn't make any sense. Okay.
I can show you if you'd like.
Sure.
Excellent. Come with me then. She holds out an arm.
He's gonna take it.
So she walks through the wall, you and her, leaving poor Hunter alone in this office,
Yes.
wondering what the hell just happened. But we're going to turn the page to Gianna and our mysterious armored fellow.
We're still falling down the hole, I assume?
Well, you guys follow, you land. He makes sure nothing happens to you.
Oh, thank you.
And, you start walking. He basically sort of has you scooped up in his arm at this point. Just like, because it's the easiest way to carry you.
Like a sack of potatoes.
Basically. And you hear him, I do not intend to cause you. You have no direct relation to what's going on. I sent it a way to ensure that the person who needed to be spoken to was spoken to. He puts you down.
Thank you, I guess, but why did you... Who are you?
I am exactly what you said, but if you need a name to call, I've been going by Moonshadow.
Moonshadow?
Yes.
Okay.
His ears sort of perk up, and he goes, "Eventually, this hallway will lead out to an alley.
What hallway?
The one you're in. I'm assuming you hear thunk
Oh.
that your glasses are here." And before you can say anything else, he disappears.
And Gianna's just kind of staring at him, like she's kind of staring at where he was. It's like, I have some more questions.
Drake, you've landed.
Who do you have questions for, Giada? There, he's gone.
She kind of looks over, and she kind of reaches out towards where like Moonshadow was.
Just stop. Just stop.
It's
Drake walks over and puts her glasses on.
Oh, thank you. So she puts her glasses on, and now she has eyes again. It's nice. She looks around. The tunnel. His name was Moonshadow. He said that he wanted me. He said he took me so that the person that needed to be spoken to could be spoken to. I think that means this is a distraction.
Well, more of a means of they didn't want Charlie jumping down the hole.
And if he's not here yet, do you think he ran into Mr. Cassidy up there?
I don't think so. We should go back up.
We gotta go back up. Alright,
So,
okay, I can get us up there. Oh, go on.
I was going to say, really simply, Drake just turns into a dragon and flies us up there.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, Teach, you're on push to talk, and you're not pushing to talk.
You know, you cannot fly up there as a dragon. There is not enough space to spread your wings.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Okay, yeah, your plan's
I can
better.
get us up there, yeah.
There's also not enough space for Mr. Moth.
No, don't worry. Gianna has a better plan.
Woohoo!
It's not a very good plan. It's just a plan.
You know
the
the light at the end of the tunnel? Maybe that's better.
No, we don't want to waste any time. And so she's got to focus really hard.
You could just go out and come back up to the new...
There's no time!
Okay.
Ah! Okay.
Also, for the record, like, if you had Insecure marked, you would have been able to unmark it for jumping down the hole without talking to anybody.
That didn't.
That was pretty cool. Okay, 79 a market condition, which is fine. And I get my burn. Let's see, 3 burn. So yeah. Gianna has burn, so she's starting to focus up. It's like a Drake.
What condition did you mark, if I may ask?
That's a good question. She feels guilty because she's the reason that they had to come down here. So marking guilty. But she tells Drake, come close. I'll get us back up there right away. So
Is this gonna hurt?
I don't think so. So Drake, you have Mr. Moth actually appear behind you, and he puts a hand on your shoulder and on Gianna's shoulder as his eyes kind of glow a nice red, and Gianna's focusing a little bit. And in a flash, we use Move, which allows Gianna to teleport up back to Cassidy's office by spending a burn. Or 2 if necessary.
It's in the same scene, so no need to. The second
Okay.
burn would only be if you were like moving, like if you're going from here to like the tower, for example.
Right. Like someplace crazy. So yeah, she spends a burn to teleport us back up to the office, where Mr. Moss politely tips his hat and disappears.
So because this is a really cool effect, what the comic panel is, we get back, and the mysterious woman, Lady Luna, and Charlie walk through the weird ripple in the wall. At the exact same time, through the exact same wall location, Gianna and Drake appear, coming in the other direction.
Kind of cool.
And Hunter's just like... He has this look on his face. He ignores you all completely and is just poking at the wall like, there's got to be a button. I want to walk through the wall too. Why does everyone else get to walk through the wall? Why can't I?
Hunter, focus.
What?
Where's Charlie? Did he go through the wall?
Yeah, him, and some weird robed lady.
Oh no. Do you know where they went? Did they say anything?
Not really. I mean, she kept saying how he asked about Chase, and she said he was being reconditioned, and then she said he could show him, and then they went through the wall. And I really want to walk through the wall. Why can't I walk through walls?
Chase Cassidy's being reconditioned. What's that mean?
I don't know. Probably something to do with like rewinding a VHS tape. I don't know. What's VHS again? I think it's one of those tape things.
It's something.
Why can't I walk through the wall?
Oh, I don't know what to do. Drake!
You could let him walk through the wall.
Oh.
It's a bit of a waste of energy and mental capacity, I'm sure, but it'd make him happy.
Gianna tries to feel the wall as well, see if it's like got a portal or anything in it. Push to talk, Teach.
It's a solid wall.
Okay.
So
I don't think you can go through this, Hunter.
So back to our bigger problem. Cassidy's not here. Cassidy's not here. Yes, I said that twice.
Yes.
Yes, I got it.
And our mysterious guy disappeared, and apparently a mysterious woman disappeared. Did they leave anything?
Wait a second. What was her name?
Lady Luna, she said?
Luna.
Well, that can't be good.
And what was the guy's name? Was Moonlighter. Or, right? Was it Moonlighter?
Moonshadow.
Moonshadow, right. His name was Moonshadow. Her name was Lady Luna. Drake! Do you know what that means?
We have a bunch of moon-based villains. Are we Sailor Moon?
Well, yeah, but don't you remember a long time ago? Alex was trying to research stuff about that crescent moon thing.
Oh no.
And they're both moon names. That can't just be a coincidence.
I mean, it can, but it probably isn't.
Oh, I wonder if this is related to Alex, too. Oh.
Do me a favor. As you mentioned, Alex.
Mm-hmm.
Roll plus influence. Because you have influence for Alex, correct?
Yes, I do.
So roll flat plus 1.
Sorry, roll flat plus 1?
Yep.
Okay.
That both of us are just Gigi.
Just Gigi right now because she brought it up.
Woo, a 10. I hope.
Okay, good. So that's actually good. So you don't lose any of the memories you have of Alex.
Oh, thank goodness.
But as you mention him, you feel a weird like twinge in your brain for a second, like something was trying to make its way in there. But you are strong enough and powerful enough to look at it and say, no, thank you.
That was weird.
What was weird? We're talking about the things and the thing and it all being connected to Alex.
I got a really weird feeling when I was trying to remember about Alex.
I don't know. So Drake's gonna kind of rummage through the desk, and now that we kind of have an idea about the crescent, looking for that symbol in any of the stuff on the desk. You're on push to talk. You failing.
Yeah, I know. I'm not used to push to talk when I'm running. So you look around, and it takes you probably 5-10 minutes because you're going through the desk and all that, and finally you get through everything, and then the last desk drawer you open, the bottom one, seems a little bit weird because it's a big drawer. It's got a false bottom, and in the false bottom is when you come across what appears to be almost like a little a button emblem of some sort, almost like a ring. Actually, it's a ring. Let's go with a ring. with that symbol on it.
Oh, Drake's going to immediately pick that up and kind of put it on his finger.
And you will recognize this is the same blue moon symbol from all the way back when you first came
The
together.
Mechasaur!
And the Mechasaur. Mechasaur!
Yeah, Drake's going to put that on his finger just for safekeeping.
If you like
Probably
it, then you should have put a ring on it. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
And
That's Hunter, by the way.
Hunter,
What?
don't make me give you the pool experience.
I don't have any swim trunks.
Not my problem.
Meanwhile, also, Gianna's kind of pacing a bit and trying to text Charlie. Like the whole, where are you?
Yeah, because he's figured out how to use his phone by now.
There's also no service.
What? Oh, news station. What?
No, where he is.
They went.
Oh, okay.
They don't have a cell tower there, apparently.
Gotcha.
Yes, they don't have a cell tower in secret underground bases.
Fair
Work
enough.
on that.
Darn, I was going to have him be like, oh, she's texting me. I have no idea how to answer.
No, that'll be after.
Right.
After.
Yeah, that'll be after. So you text, and we're gonna turn the page, and the page is basically we get the look of, you know how people have pictures for their contacts in their phone. We get the picture of Alex's face or of Charlie's face in your phone as the contact, and then the next comic panel is the same thing, and then it transitions out into him walking with Lady Luna.
Ooh, that's a good effect.
It's a nice place you got here.
No cost spared.
Yeah. We have the animation. Let's use it twice. So you're walking, and this is very much not exactly what you were expecting to see when it comes to weird secret bases. Because this is not like your typical base, like not your typical evil lair. You're walking around what appears to be a mansion. Like a big mansion. Like, I'm going to make a reference everyone should understand. It's basically Wayne Manor.
Oh, sweet!
Oh. Done up the place pretty nice.
You say that like you've been here before.
No, just admiring the decor.
I assure you, the Lord of the Manor spares no expense to ensure that the highest level of care is taken, so that when the aristocratic guests arrive, they are in a place of comfort and familiarity.
Charlie kind of straightens his suit coat out a bit. Let's see. Good to know. Who is the Lord of the Manor, anyway?
You shall meet him soon enough.
Okay. So where am I at?
You said you wanted to see where Chase Cassidy was. I am simply here showing you that.
Yes, that's what I mean. Where are we going?
Oh, we are heading down to the basement, of course.
Yeah, that's good.
Where else does one keep their fun toys?
Gosh, I really wanted to talk to him, too.
Oh, you can talk to him. He might not be able to answer, but you can certainly talk to him.
Just kind of frowns at her.
Why the sad face?
It's not really how I was expecting any of this to go. Honestly, I thought I was going to be able to get a nice good insight as to what in the hell happened to me. And you've just gone and
Oh.
just taken that all away from him, so I'm never going to figure out what happened.
Oh, no. No, you see, I can tell you what happened, or I can show you.
Show me then.
So you keep walking, and instead of she takes you downstairs, but instead of heading straight ahead where she was initially planning, she stops and turns to a door, and that door has a symbol, the same symbol that we saw on the signet ring. You, Charlie, don't know anything about the Blue Moon cult, so it wouldn't register anything to you. It's just her name is Lady Luna. She has a door with a moon on it. Makes sense.
Certainly got a theme going on here, don't you?
Well, if the shoe fits. So you walk in, and in the middle is this sort of like a scrying pool almost. And it's got this the weird aesthetic works is, you know how sometimes if you're looking out over a lake, you'll see the full reflection of the moon in the lake, and it looks really creepy and really cool at the same time?
Yes.
That's what this scrying pool looks
Okay.
like. And then she looks, this is going to be a little strange, but if you would like to see what happens, I'm going to need you to prick your finger and drop a drop of blood into that water.
Charlie just holds his hand out immediately. Like, there you go.
Drop of blood into the scrying pool. She then looks, takes her hand, swirls it. And the scene that you see in front of you is not quite Chase Cassidy, but definitely not Charlie Alexander. Probably college age. 20, 21 years old, something like that. And before we get too far into the scene, Charlie, or Chase, whoever you want to be doing this as, please describe what a 20-year-old Charlie Alexander Cassidy would have designed for a superhero costume in the late 90s.
You said this is about college age?
Yes.
Okay, so, it would be something, dark colors, no cape. No, because he wants to be...
No capes!
No capes! No, like sunglasses kind of thing, like almost like a sunglass visor kind of a thing. Like, spandex isn't the right word I'm thinking of, but that just that kind of like very skin tight leather, like onesie that covers his entire body.
Way more straps than anyone needs.
Yes, that kind of thing. Looking very sleek, the gel slick back hair kind of a thing, like, and yeah, that'd be him trying to play like the cool, edgy kind of thing. He had a phase.
He did have a phase, and we get, by we I mean the readers, get an editor's note. Editor's note. Charlie Alexander Cassidy, age 20, a.k.a. Reverb.
Oh, God, I did that?
So, it's your typical, like, 90s sort of Bronze era, gritty sort of fight. Like, so, like, when I say 90s era Bronze Age, like, we get sort of that Sin City kind of vibe where there's just like, there's a lot of blood, probably a lot of it unnecessary in the scope of comics. It's 100% Rob Liefeld, hence the way more leather than you need.
Yeah.
I'm glad somebody else understands the Rob Liefeld thing here.
Ammo pouches that do nothing. Yeah.
Yep, way too many pouches. Because you can't have pockets, you gotta have pouches. Seriously, if you don't know what we're talking about, look up Rob Liefeld art and you'll know what we're talking about.
Yeah, I actually do.
So, You are, this version of you, Reverb, is fighting against what appear to be a weird sort of. It looks almost like a circus-themed couple. There is a large person. You're not entirely sure. You can assume that this is a female because of the pink ribbon on the top of the hair for this giant, looks like a bear. And then there is someone who she is holding hands with, who appears to be like, I don't want to use the full like Joker aesthetic. Doesn't have the suit, but has like the P.T. Barnum look with a full clown makeup. And you are fighting these two. Editor's note: Grin and Barrett.
Charlie just kind of like holds his head for a moment and is like, okay, so I see what happened. I just went crazy with stupidity.
So we get the scene going, and I mean, you're fighting against a giant clown and a bear lady. Like, so you can imagine where this is going. There are exploding balloon animals. There is, the sound buzz, like all the clown tropes you can think of are happening in this fight. And at this point, the famous Cassidy temper takes over, and you just have slightly more control over your powers that you did than you do now. And you localize the sonic boom, which is great. Like, they tumble over, and then you hear the scream. Because in the anger of Reverb doing that, he didn't quite localize as well as he needed to. And a little girl in the scene, you can see her just with this look of pure terror in her eyes as she looks up to Reverb, and she's holding her ears, and as she takes her hands away, there's blood. And that is where the scene stops. Please do me a favor, and on your innocent seat, circle injured and innocent.
Right.
What is your reaction to that scene?
So Charlie just kind of backs away from the thing. It's like, oh my gosh. I knew losing control of these powers was going to hurt somebody sometime, but a little girl. He looks back at her. But why would that cause me to become what I was? And why are you reconditioning him?
Sometimes the first steps that we take are the ones that lead us down the paths we follow. And this is what led you down the path to become what you see today. At first, it's just one person accidentally. And then it's another and another, until eventually the feelings of others matter not to you, as long as the job you are doing is being done in the way you see it in your head. It doesn't matter who you hurt or who you step on in the process.
Charlie actually kind of turns his head away and is like, I can't let that happen. Except I already feel pretty detached from the world.
Well, that's because this isn't your world.
Before I got here.
So as for why I needed to talk to you, I'm not sure if you've noticed, but aside from the ragtag group of individuals that you have been gallivanting around with, this city has a decided lack of heroes, wouldn't you say?
Started to notice that.
I am trying to put together a team that will be able to protect the city. Would you be interested? Maybe give Reverb a second chance.
I'm not wearing that.
I don't know where I can find that much leather.
Good.
I mean, what do I look like, Rob Liefeld?
Is he still around?
Unfortunately.
Oh, God.
Okay. Somewhere Rob Liefeld has an itch on his ear and can't
Right.
remember why.
Right.
Why? What? What's going on?
Oh, well, time to erase more eyes.
So while you contemplate on that offer you've just been made, we're going to turn the page back to Cassidy's office with Drake and Gianna and Hunter, who now have the Blue Moon signet ring. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, that's actually... We got the ring.
We've got a ring. We're just kind of leaving the office, I guess.
Well, we got the ring, but yeah, we don't know where that even leads us.
Well, there may happen to be a Nova in the room who may happen to have a move that might be able to help.
Oh, yeah! Hunter, could you... Oh, no, okay. I do have elemental awareness.
Yes, you do.
So...
That move is criminally underused.
It just feels like really open-ended. But I guess it does fit, because Gianna's kind of weird. Okay, Drake, I have an idea.
Okay.
Give me either your hand or the ring, because this might be kind of strange.
Okay.
Which do you do?
Hand you the ring.
Okay, just give me your hand or your... Okay. Okay, so she takes the ring. Alright, I'm gonna try to concentrate on this. And she's going to do elemental awareness, which is going to look like Gianna's going to be focusing down on the ring that's kind of like in her palm. And you can kind of feel this aura that kind of like extends out of her. As her eyes kind of go a little bit glazed over and otherworldly. And she's trying to follow basically the story of this ring, as in its potential owner or its potential destination.
So Drake's doing the whole...
Yeah, you get like basically if you've ever seen Teen Titans, like the scenes where Raven goes into a trance.
Yeah.
This is what we're seeing here. So you sort of do that. You close your eyes, you open them back up, and they're that weird glowy color, and you're focused on this ring. And then you get coming into focus. You're like zooming. You know that's the sort of feeling when you're scrolling on Google satellite image and all that.
Yeah.
And you're scrolling until you finally focus in on something. And you finally focus in on this ridiculous...
Oh, you cut out.
Oh, Mike, because I shifted from control to shift on accident.
He shifted to shift.
Yeah.
We focus on this ridiculous what?
Large manor, I'm assuming.
Large mansion that you recognize as being way, way on the outskirts of town. Like, way, like in the high rent district. Like, up on the hill. Like, you know, that, like, the scare, like, I dare you to go up and like, touch the fence. Like, one of those type of,
One of
like,
the fun ones.
Yeah, one of the fun ones. Like, it's supposedly been abandoned for years. Like, pick your strange lore about it. It's there.
Where Casper lives.
Yeah, exactly. And well, the story. Well, you get you. That's basically what you get. And the story behind that mansion, if you would like it, at least the rumors that you were told as a kid, is that the mansion was abandoned because At one point, it used to be the home of just all these fancy, well-to-do parties back in the early 1900s. And then apparently the Lord of the Manor decided he was going to make a pact with the devil and reneged on the pact. So the devil decided to wait to get his revenge until the night of a fancy party, and took his revenge by taking everybody at the fancy party, dragging them down to hell. Or at least that's the story and the prevailing rumor.
It's a bit drastic.
Yes. And from then on, this mansion has been known, because, again, it was a rumor of a devil, this has been known as the House of Brimstone.
Nice! Oh, I knew it'd be a cool name. You didn't disappoint. Okay, well, I guess Gianna's going to open her eyes, and she's going to focus. And she's going to look at Drake and say, "He's at the Brimstone Mansion."
Oh, wonderful. That I'm sure won't end well.
That place is scary.
We have to go now. He might be in trouble.
Should I stay here in case Mr. Cassidy comes back?
He's not coming back.
Oh, actually, Hunter, she's got to know that he looks scared. And so she's going to walk up, she's going to put a hand on him, say, Hunter, actually, it would be really important if you did wait here, just in case somebody came looking for Mr. Cassidy, or if he came back, too. So, it'd be really smart if you stayed here while Drake and I went to the scary mansion.
Roll the comfort and support.
Okay. I do have influence over Hunter.
But say you should.
Oh, I got it. Sweet.
So he's just gonna look. Okay, I can do that. Just if you need my help, call.
I will. Don't
I'll
worry.
make sure nothing happens.
Yeah, and I'll make sure everything will be okay too. Okay, stay in touch.
Mechanically, he's clearing condition.
Sweet. Drake, we should probably go.
We should.
So I know what real time is, so we're putting our way to the finishing touches now for y'all. So we turn the page, and the same, again, because we're into reusing art assets here, the same image we saw in Gianna's vision for elemental awareness, we are going to see on the next page, full splash panel of the House of Brimstone. And the two of you, I'm assuming having flown there on Mr. Moth or on Drake's Path, wherever you want to get there, land in front. You don't bother with the gate. You just land in front of the door.
There's a gate?
Not for us.
And before you can even knock on the door gets opened. And there is a scrawny looking kid. You're not sure how old he is just because how skinny he is. He looks, he could be 16, he could be 22, you're not entirely sure. But dressed in the full, butler, so you're pretty sure this is a manservant. And he just sort of looks at you. Welcome. The Lord of the Manor's been expecting you.
Where's Charlie?
You in.
Oh.
He sort of ushers you in. I don't know. I was just told to expect two of you. So here you are. The Lord. You just hear a cane or something. No, not a loud, but a crack. And you hear, Hamilton, relax. There's no need to be so nervous around company, and it's ever so wonderful to have visitors. And, you walk in, and it's the full, like entryway into like the big staircase, right? And you see a gentleman with a cane walking down the stairs. And, well, let me show you what's walking down the stairs, because I cannot do the description justice.
Okay.
And then the servant, Hamilton, just goes, yes, my lord. Lord, lady, may I present to you the Lord of the Manor, Lord Tiberius Goldwell King.
Please tell me he walks down the stairs to We Like to Party. He looks like the Six Flags guy.
He does not walk down to We Like to Party. He does walk down, though. Kind of the vibe he has. We've all seen Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know when Uncle Joe finally gets up and jumps and clicks his heels? That's kind of the vibe this guy goes for.
So like he was on his deathbed 5 minutes ago, and now he's alive.
Yeah, he's very much like aristocratic Grandpa Joe.
Nice.
So he walks, and please come in. It's been so long since we've had guests at the house. It's great. And the friend that you were inquiring about, he's downstairs taking care of something. He'll be with us shortly, I promise. But are you two kids hungry? I can have Hamilton whip something up.
I'm good.
What?
And as you guys talk about that, we'll turn the page back down to Lady Luna and Charlie. And she looks at you. There is no need to make a decision now. Take some time to think about it. Because this isn't a decision one can make lightly. And if my timing is correct, we should be having some guests upstairs that I'm sure you'll want to reconnect with. And I'm sure by now the Lord of the Manor has already introduced himself to them, and, well, let's just say he's someone you need to meet to appreciate.
Charlie's just kind of looking at her like just this really big look of distrust and everything. Just like, okay, I assume I know who's here. Not that I'm entirely certain how they got here, but they have powers. But are we safe here?
As safe as one can be in a mansion on a hill.
So no, good. Just making sure.
I mean, it's not like we're going full on H.P. Lovecraft here. I don't think Cthulhu is stored in the basement.
I mean, you've got older me down there, so you never know.
That's Chase Cthulhu.
Fair.
She cracks a smile at that one.
Charlie just kind of walks out the door with that. Just kind of go towards the main, up to reconnect with his friends.
Yeah. So you walk in, or you walk to the foyer, and you see Lord Tiberius in all of his eccentric glory.
Hi.
Ah, yes, you were the other one that Miss Castamere told me about. Please, make yourselves at home. My manor is your manor.
And seeing Charlie by the way, John's gonna go, Charlie! She's gonna run over and like kind of hug him just reflexively.
Oh, hi, Mr. Robinson. Hi. He like pats her on the back, like, you know. Hi.
You thought something had happened to you.
Something did happen to me. I was asked to come here, in so much as I was told I would see where I am at, and then we walked through a wall. It was actually a very strange sensation.
Yeah, I walked through a wall today too. It was kind of weird. It's a little odd.
Yeah, it's odd.
Yes, Miss Castamere does that. You'll have to just deal with her. She's a little eccentric sometimes. Anyway, I'm not sure about you, but it's about that time. I'm hungry. Hamilton, he looks. I'm not entirely sure what the young folks eat, but I'm pretty sure we can't go wrong, so chicken nuggets for everybody.
I do like chicken nuggets. And Charlie is safe.
Yes, right away, sir. And he just sort of scampers off to go make chicken nuggies.
How long have you been waiting to say that?
Too damn long.
But if you're not hurt, why'd you... What's going on here, then?
Well, Miss Luna here, as
She's not with you.
Well, Miss Luna, the lady who brought me here, who apparently didn't follow me, has asked if I, and I'm assuming the rest of you, would join her team to help protect the city or something along those lines.
That's silly. We're already in a team.
That's kind of what I was thinking, but have you noticed a lack of superheroes around lately?
Not really. I mean, there's that entire group like Sirocco and everybody else.
Actually, he's right. Aside from the four of you and your memory of Alex and then Ven, and that's it. Like, those are the only heroes you guys can remember.
Oh, then the whole NextGen thing was an entire team.
Those are the only heroes you all can remember.
Oh.
Well, that's
Oh,
not
dear. Do I get that funny feeling in my head again?
You do.
I got that funny feeling in my head again, Drake.
I don't like this.
I am of the same dislike of this as well. Something doesn't feel right here. They said I'm downstairs being reconditioned. Not entirely sure what that means.
And they can't be good. They're connected to this symbol. The moon symbol that we saw that was the same weird group that hurt Alex. Or at least the one that Alex was looking into.
Wait, what?
The crescent moon symbol here. She shows the ring. We saw this back when we first got together. We fought a Mechasaur. It was really awesome. We beat it really badly. But after that, Alex started looking into the group that was associated with this symbol, and that's when bad things started to happen. Okay. We found this in Chase Cassidy's desk.
No, okay,
it's the same symbol from the door you went in. By
yes. So okay, hold on. I have one very important question. Okay. Mechasaur.
Yeah, some things, it happened.
Oh, yes, the Mechasaur. It was all over the news. A giant robotic Tyrannosaurus Rex was wreaking havoc on the city.
Was that what they used for that Jurassic Park movie? I didn't get to see it before I got pulled here.
I mean, it could definitely have been a prototype, I suppose. I mean, I'm not... Do I look like someone who dabbles in the inferior arts of animatronics?
Well, Mr.
Actually,
Lord
yes.
King, is this your organization, Shield of the Ring? The power is yours.
My organization? No, not at all. I don't have an organization. I'm simply the owner of this house.
But why are they meeting here?
Meeting here? What are you talking about?
This ring! This ring's tied to this place. I could see it. And the whole story about the House of Brimstone and the demon summoning, or the devil coming and taking all those people, and this place has a really bad history to it. And this ring,
My dear. child. First of all, sometimes legends exist to scare small children into behaving. Do you really think someone as sophisticated and as proper as myself would have purchased a manor that was so directly tied into the infernal arts?
I gotta pierce the mask.
Go right ahead.
Yay!
Charlie just looks like, yes, you are exactly that kind of person. Oh, dear.
First time. And the worst time.
Oh, dear.
That is a -1, sir.
That's a negative oh dear.
Go ahead and mark potential.
Yay! Jonathan
And then and then you look at him, and you're trying to gauge his question, and he just looks. That's what I thought. Now, would I have invited heroes into my home, knowing full well that the giant mechanized dinosaur that they fought could be traced back to my home? Would I willingly do that? Would that make me a smart man, or would that be a very dumb decision? Because, correct me if I'm wrong, between the three of you, I'm just a fragile old man with a cane. I wouldn't stand much of a chance, would I?
Oh my gosh. I know what's going on.
You know what's going on.
I do.
The
player can discuss this afterwards.
Darn it.
What are the characters doing?
So, like, Charlie kind of, like, he kind of, like, just stiffens up a bit, but looks at you, looks at the guy and says, well, I wasn't part of this whole fighting a mechasaur thing, but based on what I've seen around here, I'm pretty sure you're more than meets the eye.
Well, if you would like to take me on my word, take your ring, go back down to where you just came from, and you have free reign to look around. I won't stop you. Just please be back upstairs in 10 minutes. I would hate to waste all the chicken nuggets.
Mr. Lord King, was it?
Goldwell King.
Goldwell King. I was just kind of curious about something, though.
Yeah.
You talked about you said that you saw us fighting the giant mechasaur, or at least you saw the news, right?
Yes.
Did you see the four of us?
My dear, that was so long ago, you can't expect me to remember every minor detail. I remember there was a giant dinosaur. I remember a little girl flying on a moth-like thing. There was definitely a young man with boomerangs, and there was a dragon.
Even in the news, he was forgotten. She kind of looks helplessly over at Charlie and Drake, and then she looks down at the ring. I don't know what to make of any of this.
Well, I think I know where I'm going. If y'all want to follow me, I might have something to show y'all. And he's going to actually lead you guys back towards where they were at before. Except he saw where Luna wanted to go first, so that's where he's going. Down. Into the basement.
Gianna and Drake, you do pass the door with the blue moon symbol on it.
Yeah. And she's going to stop and just kind of point up and go,
Yeah, I was in there earlier. There's just a scrying pool in there.
Wait, a scrying pool?
Yeah.
That. Okay.
It's a magical thing that you get bored. Never mind.
You get bored. Gianna, the correct description is, it's like that thing you fell into that one time.
Yeah.
In the dreaming.
That's actually a better description, yes.
Wait,
Yeah.
I can swim in here?
She's going to try to shift Drake away from where there might be a pool.
Yeah, Drake follows. Yeah, Drake's noted that the pool and the scrying pool. Yeah, we'll be back in that later.
So you make your way down the hall, and the final page of the comic is the three of you enter into this laboratory. And as you enter in the room, there's no one like standing around the room. But this final panel is the three of you entering the room. And we see the backsides, the silhouettes of the backsides of you with an over-the-shoulder shot. And lying on 3 metal tables in the middle of the room are Drake, Gianna, and Charlie. Thank you all very much for watching. This has been Bay City Chronicles Presents Next Gen Issue 14, Shrouded by Moonlight. If you please have done so already, hit that follow button on Twitch. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that follow button on YouTube. And please go ahead and follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/Bay City Chronicles. On behalf of Norestra, Chameleon Ice, OPT Lawyer, I am TGE, reminding everybody to, as always, keep hailing.